Welcome to Mode of Cosmic Therapy. I am so delighted you've decided to join us today. I'm Paula Andrea Pyle, and I'm your host, and I am the creator of Mode of Cosmic Therapy. Oh yes, Mode of Cosmic Therapy, all over the internet, saturated through and through. You know, if you just take a little journey, you'll find out more about what it is that I do. Because sometimes I have to go up there and read myself and watch the videos and the YouTubes and the stuff just to see what is going on. Because I have no premeditative motive except that which is divine behind me that guides me in each and everything that I do and say and am and are and is and was and will be and shall be. And the same thing goes for you. There is an indelibly stamped motivation for your life. And it's there. It is there. It is, is it there? It is the cream of the crop in your life. Everything that you have been or will be or continue to be or just sitting here, everything that has ever happened to you from the day that you entered the earth and before. I got a book up here about that, but I got a lot of books up on Amazon. If you just look them up, you can find them, and you can look up a lot of my writings too if you're interested. If you don't matter to me. But here's what we do. We, in this hour of time, I just go along with some theme that I'm not aware of. I am not aware of at all. No more than you're aware of it. And I want to stop and thank Mitzi for being behind the camera, as always. Thank you, your beautiful self. It always brings me a lot of joy to see you standing behind it. And Sandy in the control room, thank you too for what you do, and the people here at RTN Television station in Raleigh, North Carolina. All of it matters. It's all part of the theme. But anyway, getting back to it. See, we none know why we are here. We don't know. I don't know why I'm sitting in this chair, except that I got in a car and drove from North Raleigh and came down here and set up the studio and turned on the cameras, and here we go. That is the obvious reason. That is the blatant reason. That is the reason that we can see. That is not the reason I'm here. You know, whenever we think that we know what we're doing, we just cease immediately, because it is not in any way, shape, form, fashion, or number, or letter close to why we're doing what we do. But we sure build a life around it. We sure build a story around it. Well, that's why we get so upset. That's why we get so disappointed. That's why we get knocked down. That's why we blame so many people in our lives for robbing our happiness and stealing our joy and causing us not to get this one or that one or the other one or whatever. But that is because that's the story you made up. You know, it's your lie. Tell it like you want to. But if you're going to tell it, then accept the consequences that go along with it. Because nothing is going to unfold in your life any more than nothing is going to transpire here while I'm sitting in this chair on this set, except that which is supposed to transpire. I can't make it up. I can't determine it. I can't twist it, turn it, stomp it, bake it. I can't do any of those things. I can just ride the horse. That's all I can do. Ride the horse. And you know, sometimes even when we're riding the horse, you know, we'll complain. We will complain about how bumpy the ride is, or the saddle's too rough, or might be raining. But we never one time think about the horse and what a job he has carrying us. You know, we don't think about those things. We are self-vested creatures. Self-absorbed, self-motivated, self-intoxicated. We do think we are so special, and that life is supposed to give us every single solitary thing we want, when we want it, how we want it, and where we want it, and from whom we want it from. And yet, you know, there's a verse in the Bible, it's beautiful too, you know, the Spirit knows what you have need of before you even think it. So if we don't know why we're here or how we got here, except for the physical fact of our mother and father getting together and having some nice intercourse, then how do we begin to imagine that we can say what our life is supposed to be, or what we're supposed to do, or our purpose here, and how we're going to help people. Help people. Don't insult me or the other person by saying that. That same force that is guiding you is guiding them. And if you ever have a need to be nice, go sit down. And if you ever want to be a hero, slap yourself in the face twice. Because you can believe that sense of entitlement and ruling domination that's in you that wants to control everything and everybody is working full force. And when it's working full force, you are diminished. You are absolutely diminished. And so there's no way possible for you to get in contact with that element of divine destiny, that mode of cosmic therapy. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the best word that I can come up with. It's a mode of your living, not my living. It's no kind of religion, it's no kind of culture, it's no kind of tradition or way of doing things or anything like that. It's whatever works for you. If it don't work for you, what good is it? So you have to find whatever it is that floats your boat and get in it and enjoy the ride. But don't think that you are the oarsman, because you're not. There is something way down deep beneath you that is propelling you. And it is that same force that is behind God. It's behind everything. There's something behind that too. But we can't comprehend that. So we stop short at God because we need something to worship and adore, so we will be protected and cleansed, and we want something to fear so we can repent and feel remorseful and guilty and all those things. Bull crap. Start taking full control of knowing that there's this force that's guiding you. And because it's guiding and directing you and brought you here and will also take you out of here, trust it and go with how it is going. Because you're going to go into some places that you think that you're not supposed to be at. And you're going to get involved with some people that you would never in a million years think that you would get involved with. Please don't differentiate and say, this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. That same force that is operating through you and experiencing life to its fullest with all the sensations that are attached to it has your back. Well, has your front too, has your feet, has your head, has everything. That's just the way that it is. So the point is, if there's a point to any of it, be authentically real. Show up for your life. Do what you do because you want to do it and for no other reason other than you want to do it. Don't apologize, don't excuse, don't defend. Don't do that. Don't do that, because that goes along with trying to be nice, trying to be seen as good. Now, if you're good, how could you define it? And what are you doing having a definition of good and then trying to act it out? That would be false. So I would say that is not good, because if you've got to be false, then you're not bringing to the table all that you are to me. And that's saying to me that I'm not worthy to have the best of what you are. And if the best of what you are is the worst that you think you can be, that's what I want. I want the worst of you. I don't want whatever you think that you've got to prepare yourself and pretend yourself to be. That's insulting, demeaning, and you're playing games, and it also forms a lot of webbous strings that you can get all tangled up in. And it's a mess. Try to get untangled from it. Okay, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? I'm waiting for some words to pop out. What will those words be? What in the world will those words be today, Mitzi? Don't know. I'm looking around, seeing. Let me see. Let me see if these glasses will let me see any better than what? Oh, for any of those of you who've never tuned in, what I'm going to do, I got a whole table full of books up here. A lot of them are mine, and I got cards and everything up here, and I got papers, and I got art. See art? I got it all up here. I just don't have an instrument up here, but other than that, I've got it all. Pretty much life. Look at them fall all over the place. And I just pick them at random, whatever I want to. Like, oh, there's a hair clip and an earring. Bitch, I was looking for that earring. I saw that earring on the dresser the other day and threw that one away. Well, that's the way it goes, ain't it? I thought it was gone. It ain't gone. It's never gone, don't you see? None of it's always gone. It'll show up whenever you need it, but not when you think so. It ain't going to come at your beck and call, because you ain't running the show. You went, what is that? Gosh, this got a lot of stuff in here. Oh, that's a perfume bottle. You know, I'm a perfumer too. Zabania. Oh, you know, this is Blind Love Slave. This isn't your favorite, Mincy. I think your favorite was Karmic Love. But this is Blind Love Slave. That's some good smelling stuff, but it's all gone. Anyway, that was in there too. And a pen was in there. And my earring was in there. Well, let's just go ahead and see what was in there. Oh, a makeup sponge is in there. A battery. A penny. Some nail clippers. A hair. Well, that's the same earring. Yeah, I was going to say. I know because I saw the other one. All right, and did I say tweezers? And a battery. Yeah, and tweezers. Okay, that's it. That's all of that life. Hey, how about that? Let me pull it back. Let me pull it back. I didn't think I was, you know, okay. Well, shoot. Yeah. Okay, this, was that all? And my hair clip. Okay, let's say I got here to Earth, all right? I got here to Earth, and I came a different way other than the birth canal. I'm going to see if I can find a different kind of pen that'll write. I got here to Earth. I just beamed me down, Scotty. This is my first journey on Earth. And here's what they sent me with. They sent me with my pouch. Okay? They sent me with my pouch. And this is what they gave me. They gave me a hair clip. Now, I don't know what these things are, but because I'm here on the show today, I can name them. You know, coming from another planet, I wouldn't know what they were. This is a perfume bottle. It's empty, too. Perfume bottle. Okay. And you know what I'll do? I think I'll do that because it smells so good. You know, there's a little dab in there, so if I was coming from another planet, I'd say, well, let me see how that smells. Sweetens up the pot. Sweetens it up real good. All right, one earring. A make-up sponge. Now, I don't know what I'm going to call, I guess I'm going to call this a ponytail holder, I reckon. I don't know. Ponytail holder. All right. I got a nail clip. A nail clippers. Nail clippers. I think that's what they're called. I got a AA battery. AA battery. I got some tweezers. And I got a penny. Okay? That's what I got. Now, with that, and I think, you know, if I'm thinking about it, Mitzi, how those things got in there, this is probably some kind of Christmas game or something I played with the stuff in there, if I was going to say that, how that stuff got in there. But anyway, it's here today. Who knows how it got here today. So, this is my entire supply bag for living on Earth. This is what I got. This is what I got. I got some nail clippers and a hair clip, perfume bottle, penny, one earring, tweezers, makeup sponge, ponytail holder, and the AA battery. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2. So I have 92 letters to work with. 92. So that's an 11. So I know that that is justice. I know it is. I know it's justice. So I'm going to stop. And I'm going to pull, or I'm going to look, I'm going to look in my cards. I guess this is it. And look up the card justice and just see, because certainly they wouldn't have sent me here without instructions, would you think? Now I'd have to figure it out. Now I think this is just as good as any of us trying to figure out what we're doing here on the earth, right? We got our mother, we got our father, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're adopted. We got our sisters, we got our friends, we got our school, we got food, sometimes we don't. We got our clothes, we got our feelings, we got our incidences, we got our schools, and then we grow up, we get our jobs, we got our cars, we got our lovers. Sometimes we don't. We get our marriages, we get our betrayals, we get our money earned, we get our careers, we get our higher educations. Sometimes we don't. So, in that sense, this particular paper, with all of these things, this is what I got. This is what I got to work with.